Same question, Joe Fields.
Repeat the question.
Sure.
Okay, is this the same question you have written here, or is that? This is slightly different, isn't it?
Well, the basic question is,
A little confusing for
is the
me.
visitor industry paying its fair share? And do you support fair share of taxes to fund general government services? Do you support additional targeted taxes at the visitor industry to support general government services?
Well, it would be difficult for anybody to say that somebody felt they were paying their fair share. Everybody feels they're paying too much.
Thank you.
But secondly, I'm a little mixed on the issue of targeted taxes on any group, but I'm also a little mixed on the receipt of the revenue from taxes to an organization that's a non-profit organization. Even though I know it has a direct benefit to the community, it somewhat falls outside the scope of how non-profits normally work. They normally provide a service the government can't provide and have a constituency that supports them in that process. And here we have a subsidy from government to a nonprofit, even though it has a direct benefit to the community, it somewhat falls outside the scope of how normal nonprofits operate.
Same question, Councilor.
Just take a shotgun and shoot us, why don't you? Do you guys pay your fair share? I think that you do pay your fair share. Would I support a targeted tax that might be an increase to the industry? Yes.
Same question, Vivian.
Well, what I think of was Mary. When Mary answered her question about her rooms and her rates and an increase in the property tax, and I know that the city was looking at capping the property tax, which would benefit commercial properties as well. And we are looking at the additional 2% possibly as an alternative revenue source to defray the cost of the city services even more. But I really listened to Mary's concern. I have a bed and breakfast myself. I collect myself the tax. I pass that tax too. And I realize that visitors do use our roads. The buses go to roads. We don't have a motor vehicle tax. They do have access to ambulance and services, which they use and most welcomely too. So when you ask, are you paying the fair share, it's so difficult, but I appreciate Mary's position and it's valid. Thank you.
Gary Strong.
Thank you. I do believe the industry is paying its fair share because of the property tax. I struggle with an additional targeted tax, and of course we're talking about 2% increase in the bed tax. The general public sees that as a targeted tax on tourists, not on the industry, and I believe it's because people in the interior travel and they pay taxes when they travel. They have no idea where those taxes are going when they're traveling, and I think folks think it's about time that we get some of those funds. Thanks.